So much of our past can be lost over the decades if great care isn't taken to preserve it. We're visiting with Kristy Henry at the S.J. McKee Archives at Brandon University to see some of the treasures showing the evolution of the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair. Kristy, thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me here today. Very nice to be here. Tell us a little bit about the S.J. McKee Archives and really what it is for people that might not know.
The S.J. McKee Archives is located on the Brandon University campus, and we were founded in 1975 as a community resource center, and later also became the university's archives. So we have a very broad mandate. We collect records related to the history of the university and its faculty, staff, and alumni, but also records related to teaching interests and the history of the city of Brandon and the southwest region of Manitoba. We're also the official repository for Manitoba Pool Elevator records.
We are talking really today about the 50th anniversary of the royal designation of the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair. So it's a very big highlight this year. You have a lot of archival material to share. So tell me what you have here.
Okay, when I was contacted about this and asked to look into this aspect, we hold the records of the Provincial Exhibition Association. So I thought, okay, that'll be easy, right? I'll just go to the records of the Provincial Ex. And it turns out the Provincial Ex didn't actually have records about this, aside from one piece that I'll show you. So a lot of these records actually came from records donated for the development of the Keystone Centre, the records of Fred McGuinness, and then just some other photos we have from collections in the archives. So the material over here, I thought I'd start with.
Yes.
So basically, the fair got royal designation in 1970, right? So these photos here, this is a photo of Rosser Avenue from 1965, taken by Lawrence Stuckey, and this is Rosser Avenue in 1975, taken by Doug Bodley. And I've put the blue circles, so those are the same buildings. So you can sort of get an idea that you're looking at the same general area.
Right.
And in 1969, moving into the 1970s, the Winter Fair was really growing. And it was running out of space in its original building, the Wheat City Arena. So it needed more space for exhibitors, but also the building wasn't in very good condition. So the reason why I pulled these photos was to sort of talk about 1970s, sort of the start of the transition in Brandon, moving away from the core and businesses and activities in this city really moving outside of that core area.
Because the Wheat City Arena at that point in time was on Victoria Avenue?
Yep, yeah. Victoria Avenue between 10th and 11th Street, so where the police station currently is.
Yes.
And the Wheat City Arena had been there since 1913, and it was sort of the sporting, the entertainment, the cultural hub of the city for almost 60 years.
So Kristy, how long did it take before the organizers could really celebrate this royal designation? It couldn't have happened right away because they didn't have a home.
No, it took about 3 years. So 1973 is the first year that they really got to celebrate as the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair, and that coincided with the grand opening of the Keystone Centre. So this photo right here shows all of the dignitaries for the opening of the fair and the Keystone Centre. And then here we have the general prize list, as well as the souvenir program, both Royal Manitoba Winter Fair, and you can see we're using the new logo. And then the other record I found, again in Fred McGuinness's records, this was his official invitation to the reception and formal dinner on the occasion of Their Excellency's visit to the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair, because the Lieutenant Governor of Manitoba came, as did the Governor General of Canada.
So it was a time of excitement here in the city for that too.
Yes.
Not just because of the new building, but really just because they were able to say, we have something royal.
Yes.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing. And when you look at all this and you see how far everything has come, and you see the Royal Manitoba Winter Fair now and what it's become and what it's meant to not just this area, but the entire province, and the number of people that come to Brandon to it. It really is such a source of pride, and you just imagine it, all these people that have passed on, but they left such a legacy really for us. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this walk down memory lane. Coming up next, We'll hear how good volunteers are the driving force behind the success of the Provincial Exhibition of Manitoba.